is to go to Christmas. Are you ready for it? I am Citizen Jones. Today on the program, United Nations scores Nigeria low on women participation in politics, and later on, we'll share this with you. Governors hit back at federal government. They say it's failure that's responsible for nationwide hardship. I'm hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju, the man they know as BKO. BKO, I greet you.
I greet you, Citizen.
And Adewale Adeoya. Adewale, I've not seen you since what year
years
now?
ago.
I greet you.
Glad
Welcome.
to see you again.
So the team is ready. I hope you are. Okay, let's go. Our first story. You know, that Nigeria is in the throes of a crippling insecurity is an understatement, but that a state governor is collaborating to take on the monster head-on is very cheering news. A fresh onslaught has been initiated against terrorists, bandits, and other criminal elements who may want to infiltrate Kogi State and others who share the boundaries with it. Kogi State government has signed an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, with Chinese investors for the provision of high-technology security architecture. The first of its kind smart technology would capture movements in and out of Kogi State from command and control centers just to decimate criminal elements that may want to infiltrate the state. State governors can, as security chiefs, secure their environments. I think it is possible today.
Yes, at least they can do their best. And their best would go a long way. To sit down and not do anything is criminal. But it is possible for them to do their best. And we want to see them do their best. We know that the policing structure in our country is a problem. We know that the policing structure in our country is not really the best. We would want to see a decentralization of the policing structure. The state police is becoming more and more desirable because that is what will put the security of the states firmly in the hands of governors. Right now, governors are not fully in charge of security in their states. In fact, I described them once as chief logistic officers of their states. Chief security logistic officers because they provide the equipment that the police needs. Sometimes I ask myself, without the government of the states providing the police with so much support, where would we be? You know, so Kogi is taking steps to secure his entire environment. The governor has done well in the area of security, but as you know, he has not defeated insecurity.
Yeah,
It keeps happening. People keep coming into the states to cause trouble, to kill the people, to kidnap the people. But I'm happy that they are now approaching this insecurity through the use of technology. Technology will help us to pinpoint location of criminals, and then we can take decisive steps against them. I was reading what the CEO of the Kogi State Promotion and Public-Private Partnership, Abdul Karim Siaka, said. He said, "We will see you if you are driving, if you are walking, you have metal on you. If you are talking, we will be able to pick it up. And then if you do something wrong, we will be able to pick you up using our field personnel on the ground." So if we can
don't you think
use
he's giving
security,
away too much?
It's not giving away too much. In
Okay.
fact, as long as the criminals don't know where the command and control centers and they do not have access to where they are. They will get them. Let me tell you, in South Africa, in Durban, because Durban is known for its extensive CCTV coverage. Many criminals prefer not to go to Durban because they know they will get caught. Chances are that
is it a white environment?
A lot of Indians, a very good population of Indians, and even white people as well, you know. So, but they will operate in many parts of Johannesburg and get away. But Durban, they are careful because of the extensive CCTV coverage of the area. What is the point in committing a crime when you are most likely to be caught? People don't want to find themselves in that
But
situation.
you remember in the Jonathan days, we had something like that proposed for Abuja and Lagos. And after a while, it just tapered off.
Yes, I remember that story, but in my view, it makes sense for states to do it at their level. I was in Zamfara, and what I saw, I was really impressed. I was really, really impressed. And I know that even Kano has started it. Even the Falgore forest in Kano, there's CCTV coverage of the Falgore forest.
Really?
Because bandits used to be there. But today, the bandits have been flushed away, and there is a military training facility right inside the forest. So they know it's a no-go area. But in spite of that, there is CCTV coverage of Falgore forest. As you are riding your bike, they are seeing you. So if they see 3 bikes at the same time, they know there could be bandits. So they will send, maybe they will alert the security forces, and they could just send an aircraft to go and finish the job. So it's the same thing, it's something similar that Zamfara has done. Somebody snatched someone's money in front of a bank. They were looking at it from the control center, and they got hold of the person. This is not fiction. I saw it myself. In fact, their CCTV coverage is perhaps the best I've seen in this country. And I've seen that of at least 3 or 4 states. But that of Zamfara is quite impressive.
I hope state governors are listening to you, which is to say, it is possible.
It's possible. This is what they need to invest in.
Wale, but you know, Kogi has a strategic position. It is contiguous to about 10 or 11 states. So, Governor of Kogi going this extra mile is okay for it.
Well, I think this is a very impressive step by the state governor. Some of the state governors keep on citing lack of capacity because of federal government. But this man has taken a very bold initiative. And is investing about $60 million. And when I read it, said it has the capacity to create about 685,000 jobs.
Oh, really?
I don't know how, but I know that when
that's
they
quite
have
a chunk.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of, probably because of the internet facilities, maybe for people to be able to make use of the IT component. And he also said it's going to drive investment. Of course, it's going to drive investment. Kogi State used to be one of the most peaceful states, even when it was part of Kwara. Very peaceful states. And one of the growing industrial centers in Nigeria, with Ajakuta, you know, the main industrial base for the industrialization of Nigeria is also in Kogi State. But in recent times, it has been in the news for bad reasons. You know, attacking churches, attacking police stations, not just in urban areas, but also in rural areas. So I think what the governor has done is very good, because the essence of security is to prevent crime. So when criminals know that they will be caught, there is a high possibility that they will not go into that particular area. And Kogi is also the gateway to the southwest. It's also gateway to the south-south and gateway to the southeast. So what the Kogi governor is doing is going to have ripple effect on the surrounding states. So I think this is a very bold initiative. However, having a very good action, project is also not enough, because there's usually the human error. There'll be, corruption, they'll be handled by human beings. So I think a lot still needs to be invested, in terms of the capacity of people that will manage it, and also secrecy to ensure that it's managed by people with credibility, so that criminals will not be able to infiltrate. You know, criminals are terrible people, but they're also very intelligent. Don't take it away from them.
Oh, come on, yeah.
They are reading this. They want to take countermeasures. And I also think, though it's a very good effort, but also one of the greatest steps to ensure security is to provide food for people to eat. So I think the investment component of this project is a very good.
If the people are well fed,
yeah,
they'll
of
a
course,
payback.
people will be, will not be stimulated.
And Jide, the governor needs what you might call a stubborn belief in the idea to see it through.
Yes, I think at this stage he's convinced that there should be no going back on this. The Chinese are here. The policy direction has been well consummated, and when it comes to security, that is something that this particular governor takes seriously. He is very direct in his approach to security. Sometimes he even accompanies security agencies on patrols. You know, accompanying them on patrols in the past. And that demonstrates how determined he is to secure the state. And he knows that real growth and development will not happen in an atmosphere of insecurity.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Look at how much agriculture contributes to our GDP. If increasingly bandits are stopping people from accessing their farms, should it surprise you?
Obviously.
That our GDP is declining month on month? So because these people are being stopped from accessing their farms. So states must take concrete steps to boost security. State governors must take concrete steps to boost security. I know that a lot of them are trying their best, but they still need to do a lot more. Our people don't deserve to be killed cheaply the way bandits are killing.
After all, this tells me that it can be done.
There can be no doubt that it can be done.
Yeah. So, Governor Kogi said, we wish you Godspeed. Now to our next story. You know, all is definitely not well with medical consultants in our country. The Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, MDCAN, has sounded this spine-chilling alarm. It says that 9 out of 10 medical and dental consultants with less than 5 years of experience plan to leave the country for greener pastures. President of the association, Dr. Victor Makonjola, disclosed this during a survey carried out in March. He revealed that some 500 medical and dental consultants had fled Nigeria for developed countries. Yes, we are in a quandary, but Wale, is the grass greener on the other side? Always.
There are so many reasons why medical doctors, leave the country. And we are not just talking of medical doctors, we are talking of health workers.
Yeah.
And I think if you look
Oyè lágbélé dẹ́.